awarded the Gandhi Peace Prize for 2021 by the government for community service.
गीता प्रेस जिस सिद्धांत पर चल रहा है, जिस सिद्धांत पर चलते हुए उसने 100 वर्षों का एक लंबा काल खंड बिताया है, उसी सिद्धांत पर आगे चलते रहने का उसका मन है और उसकी ट्रस्ट बोर्ड की ऐसी ही धारणा है और जिस सिद्धांत पर हम चलते रहे हैं आगे भी उसी पर चलते रहेंगे.
However, the Congress questioned the move and drew a parallel with Godse. But their own party members have distanced themselves.
देखिए, बीजेपी चाहती है कि कांग्रेस एक हिंदू विरोधी पार्टी घोषित हो जाए. जो बीजेपी चाहती है, कांग्रेस पार्टी में कुछ ऐसे नेता आ गए हैं जो वही काम कर रहे हैं. गीता प्रेस का विरोध करना हिंदू विरोधी मानसिकता की पराकाष्ठा है. गीता प्रेस कोई भाजपा थोड़ी है.
The BJP says Congress is polarizing.
राहुल गांधी हो या सोनिया गांधी, पूरी की पूरी कांग्रेस तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति कर रही है, वोट बैंक की राजनीति की जा रही है. गीता प्रेस पर आक्षेप किए जा रहे हैं, दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है. और जिन शब्दों का प्रयोग किया गया है, ये बताता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी, जिसके पास ना नीति है ना नेता है, वो मानसिक दिवालियापन पर पहुंची है.
Has the Congress taken an anti-Hindu line ahead of 2024 polls? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, joining me, Professor Gita Bhatt, political analyst, leans towards the BJP, live from Delhi. Also, we have Nikhil Jain, of the advocate, live from Delhi, leans towards the Congress party, and since he is representing the Congress view, let me begin with him. Nikhil, you are an advocate. You know our Article 25 of the Constitution of India, which says that every citizen has the freedom of conscience, freedom to profess, practice, and propagate whatever religion he or she practices. Should that fundamental right not be extended to Gita Press?
Absolutely,
not extended to the people who set up Gita Press?
Abhishek, it should be. It is. And let's not forget that the constitution we're talking about was drafted by a constituent assembly, majority of whose members were Congress party members, right? Whenever we talk about propagating religion as a fundamental right, it is the Congresses giving to the nation and not the BJPs. What the Congress is objecting to is a for-profit publishing house being given a peace prize. Why is that? Gita Press is a good organization. They're printing books, they're printing the Gita, they're making it available for a reasonable price. All of that is very good. But why give them the Gandhi Peace Prize? Because the BJP is trying to use Gita Press and the Gita itself, I'm sorry, but they're trying to use that as a political tool. And that is what the BJP has been doing all along. That's a problem. That's the Congress party's problem.
One factual mistake, I think, Nikhil, that it's not a for-profit organization. It remains a non-profit, I believe. Number one. Number two, you are saying that the BJP is giving it to Gita Press because they want to benefit from Gita. Are you saying that? Like, wasn't Gita
absolutely
the text?
Absolutely.
The holy text, the most favorite text of Mahatma Gandhi? I mean, is it, does it become communal only in the hands of BJP?
No.
And why associate Gita with BJP when you had Mahatma Gandhi all his life professing, practicing whatever is there?
I would personally, Abhishek, I would personally strongly object to anybody calling Gita a communal scripture. It is not. It is something that teaches peace. It is something that teaches harmony. But it is a religious scripture. The Gita Press is a publishing house. And I don't understand what is the reason, what is the logic for a publishing house, whatever it may publish, for a publishing house to be given a Gandhi Peace Prize. The only reason the BJP wants to do it is they want to show that we can insert an Hindu element into everything. See, Abhishek, you're a great anchor. I might want to give you an award for the best anchor on primetime television, but I can't give you the Nobel Peace Prize. That's precisely my point. That when we are talking about Gita Press, give it an award for, as a good publishing house. But why give it the Peace Prize? That's my objection.
Okay, Gita on Gita Press, Gita Bhatt. Why give Peace Prize to Gita Press, which is just a publishing house?
Well, it is rather strange that why the Congress party and their leaders somehow, there is an echo, if you can please get it corrected. Time and again they have, in their statements, they reflect a very colonial mindset and a mindset which somehow is, trying to appease the minority. Time and again. Gita Press, as you have been also showing in this program, this is a publishing house which for the last 100 years, it has been spreading the principles of Sanatan Dharma by publishing books on on the Hindu philosophy and spirituality, which believes in inclusion, which believes in harmony, which believes in peace, and that is one reason for which it is very well, deserving of this Peace Prize, and this needs to be congratulated. The government needs to be congratulated for taking this initiative. And just to remind the pro-Congress supporter over here that it is, it was in 1992. It was in 1992 that P.V. Narasimha Rao, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, as the Prime Minister, had released a stamp, in the name of the founder of Gita Press. So it is a little difficult to understand that why within 2 decades, what has happened that the Congress is trying to take such anti-stands. And also, I want to also put forth here that how this particular ecosystem of criticizing anything which is related to Hindu or which is related to, to the Prime Minister of the country, how the Congress party, how it works on it.
Okay.
If we look at Mr. Jairam Ramesh tweet, he is mentioning about the book, right? And that book has been written by someone called Mr. Akshay Mukul, and he is one person who in 2016 had refused to take the Ramnath Goenka award just because it was Prime Minister Mr. Modi from whom he had to receive this award. He did not. It is not that he did not take the award, which by the way also had cash prize it, but he refused to personally go and take the prize because it was being given by Mr. Modi. And on the contrary,
I have to say this.
Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, Gita Bhatt. Hold on, Gita Bhatt. Okay.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Gita Press they have very graciously accepted the award, but they have refused to take the 1 crore cash prize along with it because they have never taken any donation or any advertisement. This is so commendable. One of the largest publishers in the world, they have published more than 47 crore books. And without
I think it's not just about being a publisher, Gita. Hold on. Let me correct this perception. Okay. Now, you see, Nikhil, number one, it's not just a publisher. Gita Press, by the work that they have done over a century, have preserved, conserved, and taken to masses India's civilizational heritage, of course, rooted in Hinduism. If you have problem with that, it's your problem. Number one.
It's not about
Number two, so it's not just a publisher, right? It's a carrier of India's civilizational heritage, preserver of India's civilizational heritage, which is getting awarded. Number one. Number two, it's not for profit. They have refused the award. Now, I will give you an opportunity. Let me ask the question, Nikhil. I'm talking to you only. Not many guests, just you. Just hold on. Also, how right is Congress party and Jairam Ramesh to be comparing Gita Press with Nathuram Godse? You know, I have been a student of history out of curiosity, though I have my basic degrees in engineering. But, you know, I have read the Justice Kapoor Commission report or whatever is available of that. I have read the verdict which was given by Judge Atmacharan in the Delhi court in the trial of Nathuram Godse. Nowhere it is mentioned that Gita Press had any role. Why compare these two? With what stretch of imagination Jairam Ramesh compares the two? I mean, are you, just as you are accusing the BJP of injecting in Hindu element, are you not trying to appease the minority by comparing these two? Are you not pandering to your vote bank by doing this? Are you not sort of taking liberties with facts?
See, first of all, Abhishek, I'd take objection to the statement that you're making that Gita Press was preserving the Indian civilizational heritage. Are you telling me that had it not been for Gita Press,
Of
Hindus
course
of
it
this
does.
country would not have?
Of course it was.
Are you telling?
It has.
Are we saying? No, Abhishek. Are we saying that had it not been for the Gita Press, Hindus of this country would not have known about Bhagavad Gita? What are we even talking about? Of course, they would have known about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the most
I'm telling you something.
sacred scripture to all Hindus.
Okay, let me tell you something. It is the most sacred scripture to Hindus, but there was a certain societal context, Nikhil, and that perhaps would be a matter of debate sometime later. But in brief, what Gita Press did was it took the religious texts, mainly Bhagavad Gita, but hundreds and thousands of others. It first pulled them out of obscurity, collected them, refined them, and then took them to the masses. So in that sense, it did, I mean, I don't know what comparison to give. It did
I would disagree.
religious,
Abhishek,
Hindu
I would
religious
disagree.
texts. What perhaps,
To say that Bhagavad
what
Gita
perhaps,
was ever
hold on,
obscured.
what
No,
perhaps
no.
Catholic, no, don't interrupt. Let me ask you a question. Okay, your problem is with Gita? Is it your problem is with Gita, the Hindu religious text, by the virtue of Gita Press's efforts in its mass spread, and the BJP government rewarding that mass spread of a Hindu religious text? Do you have problem with that? Is that the problem?
My problem is with the publishing.
And you have not
house
answered
being
my
given
question
a
that I
Peace
asked.
Prize.
By what stretch of imagination you compare Nathuram Godse with Gita Press?
See, first of all, are we saying that Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, was obscure to Hindus? Abhishek, I don't understand what line of statements are we making here. The Bhagavad Gita has been a sacred text for the Hindus, and it has been a very important text. I can't.
It was
believe
not
for a moment
obscure
that
to
it was
Hindus. I am
ever
saying
obscure. That is what you
it's
said.
not
That is
just
what you said,
Gita.
Abhishek.
You are nitpicking, Nikhil. I did not say just Gita. I said Gita mainly, but perhaps hundreds of other religious texts that were in obscurity. Number one. Number two, I said Gita Press took these texts to masses. It's not about pulling out of obscurity is one thing, but getting them available to masses at a very competitive, inexpensive price point is another. And that has really made a difference over 100 years.
But does that
What's the problem?
require a peace prize? Even the internet is making accessible Gita and all other religious texts to all people in the country. Are we giving the internet or some founder of the internet or the icon or some internet related association a peace prize? Why the Gita Press only? See, if it's all about access to information, increasing the access of Bhagavad Gita to the people, and if we are doling out peace prizes for that, then God knows how many people we have to award. It's not just about, one organization that...
Okay, I think you don't have a substantive argument in your favor. I also have Chitranjan Gaganji, General Secretary and spokesperson of the RJD. He's joining us live from Patna. धन्यवाद गगन जी इतना ध्यान से सुनने के लिए, क्योंकि आप कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ हैं, समर्थक हैं. मैं आपसे जानना चाह रहा हूं कि आपको ये गीता प्रेस के अवार्ड दिए जाने से क्या प्रॉब्लम है. आप देख रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के जो आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम हैं वो भी सहमत नहीं है कांग्रेस के अपने नेतृत्व से जो उन्होंने कहा है गीता प्रेस के अवार्ड के बारे में. वो कह रहे हैं कि ये कांग्रेस पार्टी जो है वो अपने आप को एक कॉर्नर में खड़ा कर लेगी, कोने में खड़ा कर लेगी, उनको कोई वोट नहीं देगा अगर ऐसे वो हिंदुत्व के मुद्दे पर या हिंदू धर्म के मुद्दे पर अपने आप को इस तरह से अपना रवैया रखेंगे.
देखिए, विषय को डाइवर्ट किया जा रहा है. कहीं से भी गीता प्रेस को सम्मानित करने के लिए उसको सम्मान और पुरस्कार देने पर किसी को आपत्ति नहीं है. गीता प्रेस की जो भूमिका रही है, कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है समाज के प्रति, क्षेत्र निर्माण के प्रति या सनातन धर्म के प्रति, उसको कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता है. मैं खुद जो है सो बचपन से गीता प्रेस का किताब पढ़ता रहा. सवाल यह है कि जो पुरस्कार दिया जा रहा है, गांधी शांति पुरस्कार आप दे रहे हैं. गांधी शांति, हर पुरस्कार के पीछे कुछ न कुछ इसका होता है, कंडीशन होता है किस व्यक्ति को यह पुरस्कार दिया जाएगा. तो गांधी शांति पुरस्कार उसको देना है जो गांधीयन आइडियोलॉजी से जो प्रभावित है. जो गांधी जी के आदर्शों में जिसका विश्वास है, जो गांधी जी के सिद्धांतों को मानने वाला है। यहाँ पर सवाल यही है, दूसरा कोई पुरस्कार दिया जाता कोई आपत्ति नहीं है, लेकिन चूंकि गांधी शांति पुरस्कार जो दिया जा रहा है, जबकि गांधी जी में और गीता प्रेस के जो संस्थापक रहे हैं उसके
आपने सुना
आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस रहा है, आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस रहा है।
Ideological differences were there between Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi also, by the way. Ideological differences were there between Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also. Having ideological differences does not mean that you are dead against somebody or you can't have a conversation and a dialogue. In fact, both the original proprietor of Gita Press, Jayadayal Goyandka and Mahatma Gandhi continued to have a very normal, regular, friendly conversation and dialogue, as a result of which, on the advice of Mahatma Gandhi, even to this day, Gita Press does not take any advertisements. It does it purely based on whatever revenue they generate from the sale of all these books and religious texts, and even those are very competitively priced. I think Nikhil, aapne suna, Nikhil, you heard what Mr. Chitranjan Gagan said, that Gita Press has actually done social service. They have done yeoman service to India's society. You perhaps, Nikhil, are applying Nehru's yardstick of agnosticism to Gita Press with a dose of double standards.
No, I'm simply saying that Gita Press is a good organization.
Where you believe that serving the society, where you believe that making Gita and other Hindu texts available to the masses is not a service to society.
Okay, let me turn this around. What if there was a publishing house that published Quran all those many years? Would the BJP have given this Peace Prize to them? That's also a religious text. Would the BJP have given an award like the Gandhi Peace Prize?
It's not again just about no. Is Quran rooted in Indian civilizational ethos?
Of course it is.
Let me ask you square and straight.
People in this country, Abhishek, people in this country have been following the religion for over 5 centuries.
Is Arabic an Indian language?
Oh, come
is
on.
Arabic
Urdu
an Indian language?
Urdu is an Indian language. If somebody publishes Quran
is not written in Urdu, by the way. It is written in Arabic.
It can be written in any language that you want. It can be, you can have translations in Urdu, you can have translations in Hindi, you can have translations in English. My point is, had there been an organization that made available Quran in English and in Urdu,
last word to Gita Bhat before I close the debate. No, you're falling into a trap. Last word to Gita Bhat before we close the debate. Gita, let's not get into this whether, any organization propagating Quran or Bible should be given this award. But Gita, it seems the Congress party is sort of emboldened by the Karnataka verdict and trying to create a template where, because they have succeeded in Karnataka, they think that they can corner the BJP on anything Hindutva and Hindu and then perhaps translate it into electoral gains.
Yes, Abhishek, the Karnataka win has emboldened Congress into going back to their, old tactics where they were very much into appeasement of the minorities. And it is only after post-2014 that we had seen that how Mr. Rahul Gandhi had tried to portray himself, as the political
Gita,
Hindu,
unfortunate.
And the electoral Hindu. But just 10 seconds, I just want to put forth is that please also remember
only 10
that there is a jury.
Yes,
it is a jury which decided on this Peace Prize, which included leader of opposition, which included the Chief Justice
Yes,
of
and
India.
the leader of opposition is part of that jury which decided. It's clear that Jairam Ramesh is not talking to Mallikarjun Kharge. The left hand of the Congress party does not know what the right hand is doing. On that note, thank you so much, Professor Gita Bhat, Nikhil, and of course Chitranjan Gagan for joining us on this debate. A short break on the other side. Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami is back with the debate.
Nation First means celebrating everything that defines us as Indians. Nation First at Republic is about taking pride in every victory of India and coming together in every moment of strife so we pull through as one. A Nation First is raising the pitch on the campaigns on behalf of the people. Nation First is exposing injustice no matter the cost. And what does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts